You're a perfection. 49 months. All right, it looks like the first 8 breaks are full and the list is ready. Hey, ooh, Bear, thank you. So basically, every break was an ETB. Like, exactly. And let me tell you, I had to open a lot of ETBs for that. And there was an ice storm the day I met Nick. Dude, it's just been foggy for like 2 days straight now. Because it's like hot and like the snow is like melting. See, that's where you got to go to self-checkout, dude. Just be like, this is the same price as this other ETB. Just scan that one. I'll still never forget, dude, the one guy who created his own Walmart listing, like on Walmart.com, and literally every Walmart in America was just selling packs for like 10 cents. Not for the list, but I can copy and paste like all the names. Just because there's a lot of stuff tied to that. And if anything happens, I don't want to like have to be like, who did this? You know what I mean? Shining Thunder, dude. Shining Voltage. All right, let me randomize. Otherwise, this screen right here on replay, probably very easy. And like, it doesn't need to be done like immediately. It's easier that way, but you guys obviously volunteered. It's, you know, as long as it gets done at your leisure. There might be more than 8 full, but it's not updated for me. So I'm just going to do the first 8 for now. I don't know what's in this set. I haven't cheated and looked at all. Nor have I had it spoiled for me on social media. Nick looked to obviously, you know, make sure we didn't have to pair anything differently. I'll have you guys know that during my time off, I watched a bunch of documentaries on HBO about Chernobyl. Some really, like, useless information in my head now. But, like, it's there now, just in case. If I ever gotta worry about, like, nuclear fallout, it didn't really tell me how to deal with it, but it showed me, like, how bad it could be. It just made me laugh, though, dude. When everyone's like, hey, we're getting radiation in our country. What's going on over there? They're like, there's no fire. We have barbecue. Everything okay. They didn't even, like, tell their people. It's really messed up. There's no explosion. We have fireworks. Well, dude, they had, like, footage. And what's really messed up, I never knew it, but, like, there was, like, flashes on the video. And then they took, like, a minute explaining it. Those flashes was, like, actual, like, radiation in the air. So, like, wherever they were filming, it was just, like, cooked. That kind of blew my mind. It was like lost tapes of Chernobyl on HBO. Like they finally like released footage of it. Bet you could make a mean hot pocket with that radiation. Dude, so they should have evacuated the area immediately, and like they had knowledge of it. Everyone had knowledge of it, like that were in charge. They didn't evacuate the people that lived in the town because like the concept of Chernobyl was it was supposed to be like a nuclear city where the people that lived in the town worked at the power plant and it powered the city and it gave them a job. So like people were there like at the reactor and like they were there for like an extra like 48 hours. So like everyone was done. I mean, this is a shiny Zard. I guess in a way, the elephant's foot. Yeah, I've seen like memes about that and stuff. Well, people had to like go back in because like the initial explosion was whatever. But then when they were like putting it out with like, you know, fire hoses and stuff like the fire, all of that stuff was like leaking back like into it and it was going to cause a secondary explosion. So they had to drain all the water out. So people had to like tunnel in there and they got like sick and died for the most part. There was like maybe one or two survivors. There was nothing to watch, so I found myself watching documentaries about Chernobyl. And today I watched Forge and Fire, where one dude has been like undefeated for like 8 shows, and I feel like it's rigged. Do I have to open another case of penny sleeves? Well, I guess I do. Be right back 1 second. It will kill. I can copy and paste what the list of prizes was for last year's, because that one's like a pretty good baseline. The thing is, people might be asleep. Like, people will buy in and watch the replay on midnight release. Hey, Gilly Games, thanks for continuing the sub. Yeah, like the whole weekend. Just for, like, release. Not I? What? Oh, sleep. No, they were talking about points for, like, giving. If they don't know who you are on Twitch, they're not able to give you points. And you get points for the annual Beige Bucks giveaway. It's gonna be a good time. So I'm randomized through break 8. What's up, Gilbert? And everything was completely caught up with shipping. You're not going to get stuff bundled with this release weekend. This is new week of very fast shipping. I told Nick, we put each other on watch, but mostly him. I was like, I set out some parameters for him, and he obliged. He's like, okay. So this will be a new breed of shipping from now on. The only reason why I got backed up, though, was because of the holidays. We literally had, like, 3 consecutive weeks of holiday, like, in between. "30 seconds. You still haven't seen the last one yet? It's all going to be one package, Gilbert, more than likely. And we had an ice storm, so, like, I'm sure it might scan at the next location. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good luck, everyone. Happy release. I don't know anything about this set, so I'm excited. Let me fix the exposure on the camera, because if something cool happens, I can't be looking like a schmuck. There we go. Oh yeah, we got to do it first. Every break is an ETB, but I mixed up the packs, so we could get some crazy outcomes. Fortress, grass. That's the chase, right? First pack. The code cards are different. They just seem like the same old code cards. They're all going to be the same color, though, because everything is a holo. No, that's the chase. Welcome. Fortress. We did it. Fortress is like a Pokemon that, like, I frequently don't use in the games. Alright, grass, go off. Yeah, we could just end it there. Also, Tater, on Pal World, I walled off the entire cliff. I created, like, such a fortress that whenever, like, I get raided, they can't get in. I just... Oh, hello. Shiny Tinkaton. You think with the countries or something? Well, they don't have battle styles on the codes anymore. I feel like they had battle styles on the codes for like way too long. For a shiny. Get some beige bucks for a shiny. Okay. We're getting a lot of shinies right now. I also don't think that that was like an illogical spot for a card trick, so we're kind of just going to wing it. I mean, it's not too late. I left it open. I feel like we got to track the shinies art, I'm going to be honest. Oh, another shiny. There can be a hit in the last 3 spots, so there's no card trick. Or is it 1 to the front? If I've just been doing 1 to the front? Yeah, it's 1 to the front. I said I've built a fortress, and I pulled a fortress too. I'm up on that cliff, and I just like walled it off entirely because as soon as I could make stone, I just walled everything off. Well, grass kind of popped off. Do I get raided there? Yes. Frequently. Which I like, because then I get, like, resources. Maybe because you're not near a tower or something. I feel like it's just like a triggered event. I have a feeling we're going to pull an alt Giratina tonight. And that'll be a case of the newest set that's coming out. I have a feeling it's coming out tonight. Yeah, I leave those bounties up until they get pulled. Then we choose another one. I wonder if it's not a suitable target now that I've built the wall, and then I won't get raided anymore. Because they don't like, they always come from the same direction, and they straight up cannot get in anymore unless like they break the door down. And I don't know if they do that. Dude, these breaks will go by quick, don't worry. Also, just to let you guys know, the hell was this set I was just talking about? Hold that thought. Silver Tempest. Silver Tempest will not make it beyond this release. This will be the last release with Silver Tempest. Just to let you guys know. It's been in every break for like 2 years now. Well, get in on the release. And there you go. I'll just pull them for you then. Out of 9 packs. Just all of them. Galadivore. But yeah, like, I'm having fun with Pal World, but like, the leveling is starting to slow down solo, and I'm like, it's starting to like slow down like big time, and I'm kind of just like, I do. I got like all. I feel like I caught everything in my area up to 10. I know, that's how I leveled. What's up, Chucky? I can track the alt Mew, and then the Zards are just tracked in general because I'm tracking the Zards for the year. Like, straight up, dude, it's marketed as Pokemon with guns, but you don't get guns until, like, if you're playing solo and casually, you do not see... I still don't have guns. I just made the weapon bench. It takes, like, legit, like, 40 plus hours. Dude, there's really, like, no way to, like... I feel like whenever I was on, like, I was always doing stuff. Yeah, I have one egg hatcher. I feel like I'm starting to, like... I know there's a lot more, but, like, I haven't seen a new Pal in a while, and I, like, try to fly around. Epic Saxman? I think it's already on the playlist. The other one I have to add. Because I like the other one, too. 50 incubators is a lot. Obsidian Zard right off the bat, probably. I'm kind of feeling it. So Gratz Derek. It's not a lot where you're... Oh, of course. 7 or 8 people, it becomes a very easy game. Is it collective XP? Like, whoever's in your... Like, around you? Because, like, that's the way to do it, then. They had to, like... They had to, like, roll back Arc when it first came out because there were just straight-up cheaters that would, like, spam making notes in, like, a group. And it, like, leveled them to max, like, in a day. It's just singular. I feel like certain things in my base don't get done because, like, they don't make, like, the task a priority. It drives me nuts. And I have, like, a good spread of, like, different things that don't overlap. I had one of those, like antler dudes that gathers wood. He was just getting depressed all the time, and I don't know how to fix it. Paldean Fate's his name. You can catch people in Pal World. You can catch the bad guys. The syndicate people. He's still awake. I just started it. It's midnight release. Is it your birthday? I don't think it's your birthday. Hello. You need to give them good food. Yeah, I started making the jam-filled buns. And that food is good because it gives you like a defensive bonus. Well, I stayed up Wednesday into today, like into the early afternoon, and then went to sleep. As long as they have a hot spring. I built an extra hot spring just in case, because I feel like it gets jammed up. It was a solid first break. Number 2. But yeah, I'll change the tracker once we pull the first one. Okay. This name box needs to be fixed. Better. We do have merch like on the Stream Elements thing. Hats are fitted hats are an issue, or like just like, you know, baseball caps in general, because I can't keep a stock of sizes. I think Stream Elements might have an option for hats. And all that merch that I have on there, like, they handle it. I set the price to as lowest as it will let me. The mouse pad is sick. It's huge. Fortress. But it's listed as like a playmat or a mouse pad. Yeah, we keep pulling that Fortress. Oh, okay. There's a shiny Raichu. All right, this set's good. Well, Dan, I'm jealous. It's my birthday this year. Just remember that. Very gradable. But Beej, it's your birthday every year. It's different though. There's a Raichu. Shiny Noivern. Okay, we're popping off. Kenny. Pretty gradable. 29 out of 10. Out of Paldean, but then there's everything else, including the chance for a case. And there's a shiny Routes. That's pretty... That's disgusting. Ryan? Just so you guys all know, I'm seeing everything for the first time here. I didn't cheat and look at all. Nick looked to make the spots, but I did not. That Routes is very nice. Oddish. Yo. Okay. Very good. That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's the shinies we want. Shiny Fortress, too. We can't stop pulling Fortress, dude. Fortress is the main character of this set, I guess. Man, the Raichu. They did a lot more Kanto in this set. I mean, that's what they should do. I'm sorry, but, like, nobody cares about a shiny Simisear. And, like, we can, like, stop pretending that we do. Or, like, that anyone does. Yeah, may the Fortress be with you. Omastar did. Lord Helix. Oh, mister, you're really messing everything up right now. There we go. What's really nice is I don't have any... That, like... What I thought was a bruised rib finally went away. Despite me doing battle with the snowbank at the end of my driveway from all the plows. And there's still ice there. There's nothing I could do about it. I just put a bunch of salt on it and like hopefully it just goes away. Okay. Dude, flamethrower would be dope. It would probably be really expensive though, just to like do the driveway. These sets all together is beautiful. Double hit. My biggest hope for Palworld is that it wakes up Pokemon. Like, we were talking about it in Discord. There's 100% going to be a lawsuit. But, like, I hope that, like, they caused enough people to, like, wake up and be like, okay, that we need to, like, not be lame with the games right now. Yeah, Hidden Fate's over here. I mean, I watched like a bunch of different videos on it. There is sprites that are copied and pasted and like recolored. That in itself, I think, is enough. It's really close. Like, a lot of like the Pokemon and pals are like, they're pretty close. And it's fun for now. Hopefully they keep longevity on it. Because I want them to succeed. I want Pokemon to like feel the heat a little bit. Personally though, I think it's more beneficial for Nintendo to wait. Because the more money they make, you're not going to get a payout from a company. And they probably don't even need the payout, but like, from a strategy point of view, if you go after someone before they made the money, you're really not utilizing it. No, one of the main devs used to work at Nintendo. The one guy who I linked like the clip of that was like talking about fair use, that guy used to work at Blizzard. And like he's starting to blow up and I really like him. Like he's really knowledgeable. Like he was like a dev at Blizzard, I'm pretty sure. Dodrio. Oh, I watched all of his videos on that. There was like, they were lighting the torches for Asmongold for what he said on Twitter. Was it though? All he said was like, I'm not even going to talk about it because it's going to spark a bad discussion, but like he wasn't wrong in what he said, and I'm happy that there's finally some like I don't know what notification that was. But like what he said about the game, very accurate. It's not even politics. It's just he was clashing with the culture of people who tweet. Because people were going at... So, like, the main dev of Palworld, like the head guy, says that daily he receives, like, death threats from people, and, like, he's just constantly being attacked. The price of cheese. What kind of cheese, though, dude? I just restocked the cheese in my house. Like a little panini. Pidgeot. Color was kind of popping off. My favorite cheese? See, like, I'm a fan of provolone, but provolone on a panini tastes weird. And I don't know why. So, like, a Munster... I don't know. All cheese is pretty good, except blue cheese. Blue cheese is garbage. Blue cheese is just a scam to sell, like, expired cheese to people. They probably do need to see a specialist after eating blue cheese, because, like, it's probably messing you up. Reverum. See, real talk, not a fan of cheese on the pasta. I know a lot of people are. Not for me. I'd rather just have the sauce. Gouda fan or pepper jack? Pepper jack is good. Pepper jack's a little kick. I've been using the jalapenos that I jarred from my own backyard on the paninis, and it was out of this world. I'm gonna plant like 10 times more jalapenos for next year. Diablo, thank you for that sub. Appreciate it. 14 months. Thank you for breaking my background too. Somebody change it. Thank you. Also, I'm going to get voice mod hooked back up so you guys can like change my voice with points as well. The reason why I took it off a while ago was because when I changed mics, the voice mod app did not work well with Yeti, so I'm hoping over time it just kind of fixed itself. Oh, dude, I had auto-tune and everything. It was a hit during Classic WoW, like during raids. Well, I stopped it like... I think it was like as soon as I moved it into this house, because then that's when I have the new mic. Those are some long follow ages. Dan, if you want to get me a present, I would take it. I'm just kidding. I'll end up getting my own. What's up, John? All right, number 3. We had multiple full art shinies, but yeah, you were the first. The first ones we saw were all in the same break. I have a feeling we're going to see a Hyper Mew out of Fusion, too. Hey. Don't make tater tot go get the loaf of bread. Like, yeah, I had to wait that long. And I already know there's not a full art shiny Raichu, but I'll take it. Get the loaf of bread. I straight up, like, me saying that doesn't even pertain to the breadwinner. It just made me laugh. Yeah, I woke up like 4 hours ago, so you guys are in trouble. No, Chucky, I'm not going to take your hit from you. I couldn't do it. It's not right. I pulled it for you if you get it. I can get my own Raichu, don't worry. I love you for doing that, though. I appreciate you. Uh-oh, Sean's in this break, so we're going to pull the first shiny Zard here. It's been a minute since I've even heard about that game. Okay. That's a sick trainer. Double full art pack. This reminds me of like the baby Pokemon full art from Tag Team All-Stars. Sean, was that a double hit pack for you? Let's go. I feel like SAR is not a good acronym because it's really close to SARS. I just call it full art. A Ditto. Let's go. I mean, Nemona, which is like a cross between Nemo and Ramona. Nemona. You know why Ditto is always smiling? I don't know, actually. I thought I would have something to add to that, but I didn't. Because of all the lives he's taken. How about art for artist rare? Or just full art trainer? I feel like that's a lot simpler. Or alt full art trainer. Fart trainer, yeah. Tink-a-tink. You want to know what Mimikyu looks like under that Pika costume? Maybe you don't want to know, dude. A grass energy? Sure. Look at that. Dude, that's like Disco Fabio right there. I mean, it's around like the same amount of hits as the other one. Juice is loose, dude. Whenever you guys say juice, it reminds me of like Dave Chappelle when he tells the stories about OJ. Hello, Mr. Juice. You're biased towards trainer? Nothing to be sad about, dude. We're seeing an alt Giratina tonight. I could already tell you that. Nah, dude, the only good trainer is either Fabio, Professor Oak, or the Pokeball head, dude. The Pokey Man. Italian Hands is definitely an honorable mention. She's kind of doing Italian Hands. If you like really look like, hey. I don't know why they didn't name Ball Guy Pokemon, because like I feel like it's just a no-brainer. Macaroni? No, Mr. Radish, man. I feel like we haven't seen him recently. But he's not in... Is he in Paradox? Or is he in the set before? I think he's in Paradox. Well, everything from the holidays is coming all in one package. Just so like, and I posted a picture. Nick dropped everything off. And moving forward, you're not going to be waiting that long. The only reason why it got that bad was because of the holidays. But you're this release weekend, you guys will see. The code was kind of miscut, but it didn't show on the front. I mean, I'm think you can get any card graded, to be honest. I don't see why they wouldn't accept a code card. It's an official card from the TCG. I mean, we've had some cool errors of code cards. Galarian Articuno. We had ones where like it was just the code and like the entire card was like blank white. That would be something to get graded because it's a rare error. I think like the most recent error, that energy that was 2 different colors, was probably like the craziest as recently. Your error grass. You got that from me? Psychic. I see Maggie got in on the action. What's up, Maggie, if you're watching on a replay or if you're here? From me, though, or no? Because, like, we had a bunch of error energies. They happen periodically, depending. Gold Dragon. Was it, like, a perfect, like, square? I think it was from me. Because we had a couple like that. I remember, like, not too long ago. Right, but it's like it came out of the pack not without rounded edges. Yeah, you gave that away, dude. Very kind of you. Trainer. More for you, Sean. Is the Zard in Paldean Fates fire, or is it dark? Because I haven't looked. Just out of curiosity. It's dark, really? Interesting. Because there's two different ones? Well, that's good. At least it's not just fire, it's kind of split up. Makes it better for brakes. Hoopa. Regular ones are promo. I'm saying the ones that are pulled out of the set. That are like pulled from Paldean fades. They're both dark? That's okay. Who's putting the baby to sleep? Hey, I hope everything's going good with you. I think that was me who pulled it for you. He's 5 months? That's crazy. Yeah. So Maggie, the reason why Real Man and Tater Tot are asking for people's names is because for the annual Beige Bucks giveaway, you get points for buying in. So like they have a log of what Twitch names are just so they can add points. So if you want Beige Bucks for buying in, reveal your identity to them on Twitch. All right, number 4. But again, 100%, a lot of people are going to be sleeping because it's midnight release. And they'll just buy in more throughout the weekend. Well, if they've already taken you down once, you don't need to do it again. Like, it's not like an every time thing. But if you're not sure, just, better to just tell them. I'm not resizing that. Yeah. Just because it's release weekend. Normally, it'll be just the day of. It's not going to be their job to, like, hunt people down because it's a headache then. No, you won't hunt them down. That's the point. All right. Paldean student, dude. A student of Paldea. They're learning how to be Paldean. Haley has a linguistics class, and she was like telling me, she's like, I was like, what class did you have today? She's like, linguistics class, and I was like, oh, so you're learning how to make linguine? Nice. Just like how I call her Pilates class, pirate class, where she can learn to be a pirate. Yar, matey. But taking a linguine class as an Italian is probably cheating. It was kind of like me taking Italian class in high school, and I already like grew up speaking it. But hey, good grades. You need to go to pirate class? Yark. Steve the Pirate teaches it. It's an elective. Oh, everyone's favorite, dude. You know, watching Chernobyl and like how certain people got like, tried for war crimes, same level. The person who like made this gen of Pokemon. But I'll leave it at that. It's still a shiny. Rockworm. That's just, it's a recolored Shuckle. How many pals are in Pal World? How many Pokemon are in Pal World? Let's just be honest with ourselves. Call it what it is. The Alaskan Bullworm? I don't know. There are element variations of like, yo, that shiny Shinx, actually pretty clean. I saw that they really worked hard on this shiny. They just literally deleted blue. I don't remember which one you're talking about. Yo. The shiny Tauros, though. Hello. Fighting. Derek. Very nice. Or I could just, I have a stack of energies because I had to open so much ETBs. So I just figured might as well have a stack on the side. That makes it easier for me because then I don't have to stress about the energy coming out the entire break. I think the reason why I like the game so much is because of the building. I love building. Like, everything else is cool, obviously, but, like, the building, like, kind of sells it for me. I think, so, like, I'm up on a cliff. I'm going to go, like, make my second base a tier or two down, and I'm going to connect it by, like, a big, like, bridge. They do need, like, pillars and stuff, though, because if I can't get a foundation down, it makes it awkward. Where, like, you can't, because it doesn't have support. Yeah, it's Derek. Listen, Tater Tot. That's where, like, a couple ore spots are. And I'm only one person. But I know what you're saying. Third base, I might do the teleport, but I want to build a mega base. I can always move the base. I feel like you can't just... What does it do? Does it pack up the foundations? Because then you won't be able to move. Oh, that's what 2024 is for. You can't go back in time, but... Oh, you just forgot to ask me in 2023? Hey, you took a year off. 2023 sucked anyway, dude. You don't want that year. It's like having, like, the wrong Jordan. Opal. Yeah, I also didn't break it for, like, the previous 2 years. Hyper Kyram. Dude, when that Zard record is ready to be broken, it will. As much as I try to force it, it doesn't happen. The week after I needed to pull the Zards is when I pulled all the Zards. Because it knew that I didn't need them anymore. The $60 tins. Velveeta cheese. Colorless doesn't have an energy, but a colorless card, next time I see one. Oh, there's one. No, you're the best, Chucky. That pack felt really weird. I don't like Pack Daddy. Pack Daddy sounds weird. Pack Father, dude. Or just person open pack. Pack Farmer. Farmer Beige. Pack Padre. Guy open pack. Pac-Man. Oh, this is great. Pack Papa. I'm just not a fan of that. Like, I feel like being called like dad or daddy is not like a good relationship with people you don't know on the internet. I think it leaves a bad taste in both parties' mouths. Mouths. Okay. El Re. Which is funny because King in Italian is REI. Re. All those languages are so similar, especially Spanish and Italian. The cupcakes are pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. That's acceptable. I accept these cupcakes. Favorite flavor? I feel like for cupcakes you can't really have a favorite flavor. I feel like it's kind of just like, I mean, like I guess vanilla, like as a base. Cupcakes and cakes are practically the same. I mean, you could make that argument. A cupcake is just a cake in a cup. It's probably how they came up with the name. Mind blowing. You bought Lorcana cards? It's your life. Can't tell you how to live it. I could like advise you if you want it, but I feel like we already know my opinion on that. I just know it's going to be gone in like a year. That's the way companies like Disney treat those ventures. It'll fizzle out. It probably already has. I've seen it on clearance. Why? I mean, it's still a shiny though. Grass, I feel like it has a lot of hits. Sean getting another full art shiny. Will break number 5 have the Zard though? Also, I'll have you guys know that like getting, I think I got like just over like 30 or something pre-made for the first night. Pre-make it 30 breaks and then having to open 30 ETBs to fill those with the 9 extra packs took a lot of time. I made a big mess. Luxray. I like. Nimona. I guess it could be a cross between nematodes and Ramona. How to make your nail polish dry fast? Do what they do at the the nail salon. Just put a fan on it. Speaking of Italian hands. You don't have a fan? Not even like a ceiling fan? Open the window. Blow dryer on cool. Better than nothing. Blanch your fingers. When I wasn't used to opening that much, and it was closer to like my breaking hand injury, I would just ice my hands after training. Ice, like, bowl of ice water and just keep my hands in it. Yeah. I wasn't used to it. Now that I'm used to it, I don't really feel anything. No, it's good. It was relief. Pain is the best teacher. Mr. Mime. Because I bought in a couple times to sports breaks with Nick, and it just didn't do it for me. And there wasn't anyone doing Pokemon. So I was like, I don't know, I was always wanting to like do something else while working, just to like, you know, be a little entrepreneurial. And I just started doing it and kind of took off. I focused on it once Job World was like a big disappointment for me. Every boss that I had was pretty bad too. It like made me hate working for people. And like you could say like every boss is bad, but they aren't. Like some of them are more tolerable than others. Yeah, but like that's the only appealing part of it. I had no emotion towards sports cards. Pokemon, I won't sell anything in my collection because I actually like it. I remember so many people were like begging for me to sell them my first edition Zard, and I was like, nah. And I had some like big offers. Didn't budge. Not for sale. It wasn't even that. I legitimately had like some of the worst bosses. And that is a rare grass energy. My first job out of college, I caught one of the managers stealing like stuff from the warehouse, and the next day I was like fired. And I didn't even mean to catch him. I just came to work early and I was watching him load boxes into his car. And I wouldn't have thought of anything, but as soon as he saw me, he like freaked out and like panicked. And it was like really like you were either in or out in that place. So like once he said I saw him, that's probably why I got fired. I worked for a biotech company, and I was an intern with them for like marketing. But they were I was getting really close to graduating, and they posted someone for e-commerce, so like to start selling their stuff on Amazon, and they had like pregnancy tests, drug tests, all that. So I said, "Yo, let this be my job interview. I taught myself how to do it, and I got them to page 1. And then I caught the guy stealing probably a couple months after. Then I get fired, and they were like, "Oh, can you train the people before you go to like do what you were doing?" I was like, "Okay, so you fired me, and you're giving me access to a computer again." And I'm already like, I don't even care at this point. So I'm looking to do damage on the way out because I was wrongfully terminated. I deleted everything. They had to start all their listings on Amazon from scratch, so they didn't have any reviews. They didn't even know what to do. Because, like, I handled, like, sending inventory to, like, fulfillment centers. And you know what? Nothing happened because they knew, first off, they were inept, but they're not going to go after someone who just got fired for catching someone else stealing. Dude, I remember pulling out of the parking lot, and the guy who I was like supposed to quote unquote train, and like after I deleted everything, I was like, "Oh, go stand by the printer. I'm gonna print something out." And he came back, and I was gone. He ran out, and he's like, "Everything is gone." And I was like, "Ah, you'll figure it out." And I just left. Then from there, I worked as a marketing manager for the biggest Allstate agency in Illinois. He had like 4 agencies, and I oversaw the marketing for all of them. And that boss was better. I liked him a lot more. He inherited the business, so he was, you could tell he kind of like, he talked a lot, but there wasn't a lot of like, was he saying anything? You know what I mean? But he recommended me for a corporate position, and I was like, dope. Like he supported me on that. I had 8 separate interviews for the same job position. And I'm getting like, I'm like telling my boss about it. He's like, "Oh, you're probably going to get it." So I'm feeling pretty good because I'm going to get a corporate job, and it's moving up. And then I don't hear back. I had to call after 8 interviews to find out I didn't get the job. All-time low for me. And I just focused on this. And that's pretty much it. Got hounded every day by my parents if I had any more interviews, and I just didn't want to do them anymore. I was like, what's the point? And it's not me who's the issue, and I know that. Because, like, I've streamed 48 hours straight. That's my work ethic. But yeah. And here we are. I mean, they mean well, but if I listened to everything my parents said, the building that I would have worked at is demolished. There's no more corporate. So oh, that's good. Yeah, I've worked at. Well, I lived with them too. That's just that's how it was. And they didn't see the value in what I was doing. And then when it started to take off, and like I could get health insurance for me and Nick, and I could afford to like, you know, provide for myself, then my dad was like, okay, never mind. But before that, like a broken record, dude. And like, I'm a person who like, I understand, like I'm not ignoring the fact that like I needed a job at that point. But like, they will hound me. My parents are the type of people that will like repeat themselves a lot. And like that just stresses me out. And I'm just like, stop. And it like led to a lot of arguments. But it's what it is. And like this was like after graduating, where like the world is promised to you. Like you got the diploma, so like you can do whatever you want. And I feel like reality was that like the diploma like really means nothing. The diploma allows you the opportunity. Like it starts the conversation. It gets you through the first filter. And in my field too, like a lot of times I wouldn't get the interview because there were people like that were way overqualified but like applying for the same jobs. And it's like what do you want me to do with that? I can't get experience if I don't get hired. The hiring process for companies in general is garbage because it's always a third party company. The interviews where it's like on the phone, but like you're recording your response to a question is so stupid. Oh, of course. Lori, this is your break, by the way. I think Lori's sleeping. But yeah, like after graduating, just feeling like an absolute failure kind of shaped me into the maniac I am today. So I'm okay with it. And like when we started this company, dude, we didn't like I was doing it while working, and we didn't per se like have like a paycheck. Like we weren't paying ourselves yet, so it was really rough start. Everything that the business made went right back into the business, but that's what needed to be done. Nick was a person that I met that is awesome through people in my past that are not awesome. If that makes sense. Zatu. Gen 2 shiny? Let's go. Oh yeah, 100%. And we trust each other. Like it's pretty rare to come by. Like I trust him. I feel like you don't know if you could trust someone until you leave like money on the table and you have 100% confidence that they'll never take a dime. It's hard to come by. And if I'm not on that level, I don't really invest much in like that relationship, you know what I mean? Gardevoir. That Gardevoir's sick, by the way. But yeah, I had the majority of the bad things that have happened in my life already happened. And I guess I'm fortunate for that because everything else is easier then. When am I going to pull the first Zard? I don't know. Hopefully soon. People are already passing out right now, I gotta tell you that. But that's okay. These are beefy breaks. But I'm gonna be live the whole weekend, so it's okay. And then when Haley came into the picture, we had talked on and off for like a year before we even met. You are here for it, Tater Tat. I respect it. Oh, I know. I'm just more so saying because it's, you know, people are functional and like have actual sleep schedules now. Yeah. On and off. She kind of like she kind of like was the one who made it seem like she didn't want to meet and she wasn't interested. So I stopped pursuing because I'm not that type of dude. And then after a while, then all of a sudden she pops into my stream. She didn't even know what I did. She like tracked me down, stalked me a little bit, and then we talked. And then we met. We don't have anything listed right now, Knights, but whenever we get like batches of graded cards back in, we list stuff like periodically. You start work at 3:30 in the morning? I mean, at that point, dude, why even sleep? But yeah, that's the reason, Knights. I'll definitely like announce it on stream too. Been on third shift for a bit. You've missed your streams. You must have changed your name. Hey, you talking here a lot, but I think you changed your name because I don't recognize the name. When did you send it? Your name will come back to me. I recognize your icon on your profile. Beginning of last year. So Knights, we sent the policy for grading. Yours is probably already been back. We sent an email out, and we posted on Discord, and I'll announce it on stream. If you miss all three of those, try not to be mad at me, but we probably still have your card, 100%. Just next time you buy in, shoot us an email and we'll include it in your package. Yeah, all good. And I appreciate you understanding that it's not my fault that you didn't see the notification, because other people that I've had disagree with that, even though it isn't. Well, this is a release weekend, so any of the breaks that are open. Just make sure to include in the notes and shoot us an email. And how long ago? Well, that's if it came back. Beginning of last year. Yeah, those are back. So on Discord? Yeah, all good. If you're in our Discord, go to the graded card section, and Nick copies and pastes whenever a submission comes in with like your name and what card. Yeah, it takes, the turnaround time is 120 days, and we submit at the end of every month. The 150, yeah, that's not back yet. It'll be back soon though. You're definitely like on the back end of the wait time. Right. And those were when the graded packs came back. So the next submission should be a pretty significant one to come back. It might be a couple. It'll go well with your shiny Zards. I feel that. I feel like that energy is kind of faded and a little bit of an error. Someone will get that in their bulk. What I would do, Knights, is double check on the Discord too, just to make sure that it 100% came back. Like I'm pretty sure it did, but like, you know, just double check. Because beginning of the year was Shining Fates. Ooh, I thought it was Alt Giratina for a second. And not Shining Fates. The hell is that set called? I'm blanking it. 2 in the morning. The last holiday set, beginning of last year. Yeah, it's all good, dude. I just appreciate you not blaming me. Because the best recently was someone commented randomly on an Instagram post, "Where's my graded card, man?" And I'm like, okay. I recognize the person's name. I didn't even go out of my way to message him, because if you're going to be a dick like that, like, I already emailed you, posted it to Discord, and said it on stream. If you chose to ignore all 3 of those, there's nothing more I can do. And you're obviously not in that category. But, like, some people are just wild. That's an alt. Well, you would have to have one graded by me, and you never got one because you let someone named Zodi curse you. And for those of you watching and reading, he's memeing, because I never pulled him one. Dude, I pulled that guy like a bunch of Zards, and then he disappeared. I hope he's okay. Remembering him is like a fever dream, dude. That dude paid for a middleman service for the cards to be shipped to like the Middle East, like where he lived. No, dude, he dropped off the face of the earth. To his credit, dude, he always interacted with me, even if it gave me a headache. And I was okay with that. Hello there from Italy. Ciao. Io anche sono un italiano. He always gave you a headache? Now you have Mod, dude, and he's not here. He's gone. You bought in on a few? Beautiful. Knights, join our Discord and check the list just to make 100% sure that your card is there. Like, I'm not 1,000% positive, but you can, like, control F your name. We email whatever email is provided to us when you buy in, so. It's pretty easy. I have it labeled graded cards. You just click right there. I love this song. Oh, this is Tater Tots break. Unless you don't want that to be known. This is someone's break. Dude, someone used to buy in under a different name because he didn't want his wife to know that he bought in. Absolutely hilarious. He like messaged me. He's like, this is me, but like, don't say it's me. And I'm like, I won't say nothing, dude. If you would have said nothing to me, I wouldn't even have known. He's tweaking, dude. I think he like shipped his stuff to like a P.O. box. I feel like if you gotta hide that kind of stuff from the person you're with, like, that's not great. Because, like, I don't hide anything from Haley. Mind you, we're not married, but... Well, if you get them, you get them. But every type... We make these breaks so every type has potential. Oh, Tater Tot. That wasn't towards you two at all. That was towards the specific dude who would, like, buy in under another alias. Sorry, just cleaning the empty packs that are inevitably going to mountain over the desk again. Maybe I just cut a hole in the floor, like kind of like how mechanics do. Like where they like have like the oil well on the bottom. And then when we fill up the basement with empty packs, I'll just move. If you live in the US, shipping is free. If you live in the US. If you don't live in the US, it's not free. Because then it's expensive. No problem. Ballback. You could Scrooge McDuck and all the empty wrappers. See, like, you would think that, like, that could be a thing. But if you filled... like a swimming pool full of empty wrappers and you jumped into it, you're hitting the bottom. And you're going to hit the bottom probably pretty hard. All right. If you stuffed your basement full, at some point it would provide cushioning. It would probably be a lot, though. The problem with packs too, like when you clean them up, you can't have like a garbage compressor. You need like a hay baler because as much as you push down packs, they always expand again. Palmo. I had one of these in Radical Red when I stopped playing that garbage game. I'll probably go back and beat it at some point though. A pallet with straps. Just a hay baler, dude. Just have bales of empty packs in my yard. My neighbors would probably be thrilled. The cardboard compressor. It's not a cheap machine either. Like that machine is probably like 5 to 10 grand, depending. You broke it? Did you have to pay to replace it? It wasn't your fault. And someone told you to do it, dude. You gotta dodge that blame. A Pidge. Yo, I actually really like this Pidgey. Congrats on that. That's the link when you do ! Discord. When you click on it, it'll bring you to the Discord. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you ever need that link, you could just do the ! again. Pull you a Hyper Mew too, maybe? Hands. I don't know. You torqued the handle, which cut the wire. Yeah, that's not good. Alt Celebi. That's a rare one. Not the greatest centering. It may even be a miscut on the top. Look how thin it is on the top. It's like a buzz cut. You ripped the entire electrical panel out. That's fantastic. Alright, I think first Zarda this evening is going to be right here. This is why I like mixing all the sets together, dude. So much more hits. More potential. I do too. Larvitar. True. Ooh. Okay, Dragonite. Well, I'm gonna pull all 11 hollows that you need out of the 9 or out of the 6 packs of Silver Tempest. Don't have it, dude. Ice Ray. Part of me misses that era, but I also don't miss the era. To go through all the stress all over again. I'd do it again if I knew that this was the outcome. But it was a different time because you could get like Ancient Origins, Primal Clash, Roaring. You got Buller. Nice. Very good. My first birthday present from Haley was a graded Raichu that I didn't have, and she has no clue like about cards or anything, so she asked Nick for help. Yeah, just don't. Just in case. Obviously, I wouldn't. When's his birthday? I mean, over time, it's going to increase in value if it's an older thing. A hanger. Dude, Pokemon has been doing less and less of, like, promos like that. Like signs and whatnot. Sun and Moon base was like the last thing I remember. They had like really cool banners for. They don't really do it anymore. If they do something, it's like cheapy. Those were like vinyl. Did you get into Pal World, Real Man? Because the building is pretty nice. I know you're liking the Minecraft. I think the game has a lot of potential with PvP. I don't know if they integrated that yet. I beat Fallout New Vegas. Eastern. But I don't know, like, having someone grief your base somehow is going to be the hard thing to get over. I don't know if the world's big enough to like have the server be persistent with players with bases. I'll give them out before next stream. Like, I'll catch them all up. You grief your own base enough? My base is like 3 floors right now. And then I just started building like fortress walls so like the raiders can't get in. Not that it was a problem before, but I like it. Oh yeah, I'm constantly rolling into stuff. So there's not a thing to like... I know you can add like the wood farm and like the rock farm to the base. There's not one for ore then. Glumora. It's a shiny from Paldean. I thought eventually they would have like an ore one. It's really hard to get like stuff like bone. I'm assuming like you're supposed to farm like your own pals that you catch for resources. Which is dark, but I get it as a concept. So you just breed something that drops bone and then keep on butchering it. Really? You are very welcome. Yeah, I don't know about the longevity of Pal World, but I'm having fun with it for now. And hopefully it makes Pokemon wake up. Uh-oh, the dogs are coming down because they need to be let out, but I'm still alive. So Haley has to do it. That break took a lot of the good cards. Dude, I pre-made 36 of these breaks. And they're all from different booster boxes. I wouldn't be too worried about that. I mean, you can make the argument that like if they stopped where they're at, they made their money and dodged a lawsuit. But I don't think that's... I don't think they're dodging a lawsuit. You were thinking about buying a whole break? By all means, dude. And honestly, like, I'm kind of like in the lull period for games. I feel like nothing's really doing it for me, and Pal World for now is filling a little bit of a gap. Hey, well, that works. Just make sure you send an email and see if you could find your card in the Discord when you get a chance, even after stream. Just to make sure that, like, you're not getting your hopes up. But, like, not so much that. It's more so, like, just being 100% sure. And real man, it's because I started at midnight. Gotcha. You don't know what to make of that game? I mean, it came out of nowhere, and I tried it, and it's fun. I think, like, the reason why I think it stirred up a lot more was because it was so similar to Pokemon that everyone just started chiming in about it. Hey, man, you do what you gotta do. I have to have more made for the sub badges. I make you not want to play Infinite. I stopped playing Infinite, dude. Infinite's a joke. And then, like, the one mode I liked in Hearthstone was the duels, and they're taking that away. So it's like, okay, that sucks. Battlegrounds, like, doesn't do it the way that Hearthstone Duels does. I don't even know if they have any devs working on that game, dude. It's probably, like, in maintenance mode. They 90% of the development team just made skins for that game. They didn't actually work on the game. And they had the entire world in the palm of their hands when they came out. And they just squandered it. I don't know how you drop that. Lucario. Great Tusk. Oh, 100%. I mean, Raichu got a shiny card. It wasn't a full art, but, like, at least. Sorry if it's 2 in the morning and we're kind of going autopilot at this point. People are falling asleep. That's okay. I'll be live again later today. Oh, you're fine. It's completely understandable. I appreciate you for being up this late. Can't break the tradition of the midnight release, though. I miss midnight releases for certain games, and it'll never be a thing again. Mail. Nope. Making us wait for Friday, I guess, or later today. What I do like is the variety that we're seeing. No repeats, really. Fortress was popping off in the beginning, though. Like, first impression from Paldea would be that, like, grass has the most hits, but it's probably not true. It's still way too early. That was a big boom. Glamore. I thought there was gunshots going on near my house, but it ended up being just, apparently, to like keep wildlife away from certain areas, they have like fake shotgun noises that are really loud. Oh yeah, I mean, it's been a full year since we had shinies. Yeah, like 4 in the morning, I'm like sitting there, I'm like, thought there was like a battle going on. Nice Ice Rider. Or Shadow Rider, sorry. What do we got here? Trainer. Oh, we have yet to even see it. It is nice because I like it when hits are tough. I'll try to pull it for you. Try my best. Oh, absolutely. All right, 9 I have to randomize. 9 will be the last one I do because people are falling asleep and I'm going to be live later today. Nick's not even awake to do the lists. I'm going to shoot for like 5:30 as a start too. Give a chance for I wouldn't know because I have not seen one yet. But I like that. Maybe. And I mixed up the pack so it's not like it's just an ETB that you're seeing. It could be crazy. A teal tint. Kind of like the shinies do. The shinies have like a little bit of a tint to them. Jigglypuff. I like it. Dude, Sean, I just keep pulling you just filth. I love it. Oh, I mean, they brought back the shiny Mew, dude? Oh my gosh. But there's an alt one as well, from what I understand. That's sick. Psychic. Alicia. Came out swinging. There's Disco Man. I'm just gonna call him Zohan. Oh, Beach, his name is Clive. That's boring. Clive sounds like a name of a person that like works at like a scrapyard. Oinkalong. Oinkalong. This big. No, I don't think he is. I guess he could be. Yo, shiny Pikachu, first one. They can't just let Raichu have its day, though. I guess it could be. I'm not sure. I think he said he only had 10 minutes before he had to go back to work or something. I'm sure he'll be here tomorrow. Oh. That's not an alt that you see a lot of. Gilbert. Not a common one. Radiant Serena. One, oops, it's okay. Good thing it wasn't like anything like a pin number or anything. Be a little bit more awkward. Rosalia. Well, this is the last one I'm doing for tonight. Then we'll recommence later. Nick is asleep. And these breaks are chunky. Doing 9 is beautiful. Yeah, but like, he needs to be on a normal schedule. And you guys will see, this release, you're going to get like 2 packages back to back. The one that caught up everything they got behind on the holidays, and then release. I think she's fully recovered, I think. So hopefully, actually, I haven't talked to him about that. The last I heard, it was okay, but like he had to like drive her and do all that stuff. Yo, that Altaria is so clean. Gilbert once more. Every break is so unique with the different hits, and I'm loving it. Yep. His name is literally his name on Twitch, I think. It's a variation of his name. No. Certain people have like different names every time they buy in, or like a different spelling of their name. I know, he's memeing. A pidge. Real man trying to get him on a technicality, dude. Electric. My boy Sean. Ooh. Back-to-back T-Tars. Jeez. In this set, he's electric, yeah. It's because of the alternate forms in the newer games. Not alternate forms, but the terraforming or whatever. The reason why he's asking Knights is because you get points, you get Beige Bucks if you buy in, and there's prizes every year. Maltrax. No, right. They want to know who you are. They couldn't figure out if you were Josh. During release, no. We don't trade types. Just to keep everything going. No, right. They just want to know so they could give you points on Twitch. In this break, break 9, you are fire. That's you. Okay, so that's not you. But you're in another break. Not the same Josh. All right, guys. It's a good first start to the stream. Later today, we'll start with break 10. Let these breaks fill up a little bit more because I know people are sleeping. But I'm the Raichu Shiny sold me. These breaks are chunky. Look at all these heads, dude. All right, I'll see you guys. I'm gonna shoot for around 5:30 Central. But love every single one of you, and we'll recommence later today.